Good news for people who hate commercials, Hulu is now offering a commercial-free option for their subscribers, finally bringing their subscription plan up to the standards of virtually every other media-based subscription plan on the internet. Currently, a Hulu Plus subscription runs about $8 a month. This provides access to all of Hulu's content, but still includes commercials in their programming. For an additional $4 a month, you can get rid of the commercials altogether, with some exceptions. Due to currently existing streaming agreements, a small number of shows, including Once Upon a Time and Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., will still have commercials before and after each episode. However, mid-episode commercials will be gone. This new feature comes on the heels of a big move from Hulu to compete more directly with Netflix. Hulu recently outbid Netflix for a multi-year agreement with the cable network Epix, which provided Netflix with several of their higher-profile movies. Big-budget films like The Hunger Games and Transformers will be removed from Netflix at the end of September, where they will presumably find a new home on Hulu, along with other films from Lionsgate, MGM, and Paramount. Speaking of power plays, while Marvel Cinematic superheroes are picking sides for the Civil War, a dramatic split has been occurring behind the scenes at Marvel Studios. According to The Hollywood Reporter, years of frustration between Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige and Marvel Entertainment CEO Ike Perlmutter finally came to a breaking point last week following arguments about the budget for Captain America: Civil War. Feige reportedly considered leaving Marvel until Disney CEO Bob Iger stepped in and approved a reorganization that would separate Marvel Studios from Marvel Entertainment. Under the new arrangement, Marvel Studios will instead report directly to Walt Disney Studios, much like Pixar and Lucasfilm. While this move limits the control of the notorious frugal Perlmutter, it also reduces the influence that Marvel's creative committee has over the films. Featuring a mix of Marvel executives and creative minds, the committee gives notes to Marvel Studios filmmakers about how to adapt properties from the comic to screen, and maintaining internal consistency within the films. While these notes likely contribute to the greater continuity of the films, they have also long been a source of frustration for directors, most notably resulting in Edgar Wright walking away from Ant-Man, presumably over the insistence that the movie tie into other films. And speaking of Marvel, the comics publisher spent the better part of the week teasing the secret identity of the upcoming Totally Awesome Hulk. Written by Greg Pak and drawn by Frank Cho, Totally Awesome Hulk will be part of the all-new, all-different relaunch of the Marvel Universe following the Secret War. After releasing images hinting at the various possibilities, including Iron Fist, Thor, and Loki, Marvel confirmed through Entertainment Weekly that the new Hulk will in fact be Amadeus Cho, which should come as no surprise to anybody familiar with Greg Pak's previous work with the Hulk. Pak created Amadeus Cho in 2006, and since then has used him as a supporting character for his run on The Incredible Hulk and The Incredible Hulk. It's yet to be revealed how Cho got hulked out, or what's going on with Bruce Banner, who certainly has seen better days now that he's been reduced to a supporting character in his own book and was written out of Captain America: Civil War. In video game news, Capcom is adding something extra to the upcoming remaster of Resident Evil Zero. The new port will include Wesker Mode, allowing you to play through the game as a superpowered Albert Wesker, complete with mad dashing skills and laser eyes. Yes, laser eyes, for when the infinite rocket launcher just isn't enough. And if you prefer your games on physical media, Resident Evil Zero and the Resident Evil Remake will be packaged together in the Resident Evil Origins collection. Meanwhile, Capcom seems to be on the verge of burning away some of their well-earned goodwill by announcing a series of exclusive costumes for pre-ordering Street Fighter V. If you pre-order the game from GameStop, you'll score the Mantastic Hot Ryu costume. Otherwise, pre-orders from Amazon will get you Old Man M. Bison, while ordering from Best Buy will get you a goggles-wearing Cammy. For PC users, Chun-Li's little black dress costume will be your only available option, as it's included with pre-orders from Steam or the PlayStation Store. Capcom has previously stated that all of the game's additional content will be available to earn with in-game currency, however they have not yet clarified whether these costumes will fall under that policy. But Capcom was far from the only publisher to make waves with pre-order shenanigans this week. Square Enix set a new bar for exploitive pre-order practices when they launched their Augment Your Pre-Order campaign for Deus Ex: Mankind Divided.
I never asked for this.
Spread across 5 tiers of incentives, people who pre-order get to choose one item from a selection of options, which is another way of saying they get to choose which pre-order content they don't get. The exception to this is the 3rd tier, which includes a mission that won't be in the regular game. Of course, if you want all these pre-order bonuses, you can always shell out $90 for the Collector's Edition. And as a final terrible cherry on top, the 5th and final reward tier is the release of the game 4 days early. So if you want Deus Ex released on a Friday instead of a Tuesday, better encourage your friends to pre-order. Deus Ex Mankind Divided will be released on February 23rd, or more likely February 19th, considering it's doubtful Square Enix will admit that not enough people wanted to pre-order the game to make the early release target. And finally, in one last bit of scummy business practice news, Machinima has settled their case with the Federal Trade Commission over their involvement with a marketing scheme to release paid video endorsements of the Xbox One without disclosure. In the settlement, Machinima has been prohibited from similar deceptive conduct in the future, and the company is required to ensure its content creators clearly disclose when they are being compensated for an endorsement. The FTC also sent a letter to Microsoft and its advertising agency condemning them for their role in the failure to abide by disclosure laws. All of the involved parties effectively got through the scandal with a warning, however it was noted that future violations of the order may result in civil penalties of up to $16,000. But hey, not everything on YouTube is terrible. Case in point, this week's awesome video, Zelda vs. Peach from Andrew M. Films. And that's everything for this week, so what do you think of Marvel Studios gaining more creative freedom? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe, pass this video around to your friends, and have a great Labor Day!